Okay. Oh, come on, Vic. The Rocket
What?
jersey? Come
What?
on, man.
What? What I do?
Come
Come
on, man.
on,
Yeah, I'm
man.
with you on that,
Man,
man.
I used
Is
to,
somebody said what?
What am I missing about the Rockets jersey?
Oh, Van and I were talking earlier,
Oh,
and and he's an Astros fan, and then we were talking about the Lakers and how TB is, and Van jumped in there about how Ralph Sampson hurt, that shot hurt them in '86. So he can be an Astros fan, but not a Rockets fan. I get the Houston being close to Baton Rouge and all that, but you can like the Houston Astros, but have no love for the Houston Rockets. And so I had to come in with the McGrady. Had to
okay. I ain't see the number. Oh yeah, that's the T Mac. Yeah. Oh
come
yeah.
in with T Max.
Although
That's
I
for
got the Orlando joint, I got the Magic joint, but
I
you
got
know.
this for my fellow VH. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah, I feel you, brother. That ain't right. But look,
What?
here's the reason. When I was young in baseball, I wasn't a baseball fan. You either had the Braves, the Cubs, or the Astros. The Braves was on TBS, Cubs was on WGN, then we had the Astros locally. And I love me some Jose Cruz with that crazy stance, so that's why I became an Astros fan. So I'm a Laker fan first, though. I was a Laker fan first. Then I became an Astros fan.
Oh my God.
What's up,
Hey,
T?
You seen Guy Arnaz?
Who?
He does every batting stance known to man. He impersonates
No.
everybody.
Really?
Check that dude out,
Yeah, I'm gonna
man.
have to check him out. I'm gonna have to check him out. Yeah, that Jose Cruz. We had Kevin Bass. Hunt. Come on, man. See now I could baseball. Not a fan, but I used to watch the Astros all the time in the
I
summertime.
I feel you. I feel you. That rocket shade hurt me though. That's why I had to.
Rocket shame. That's just facts. There's no shame. I mean,
Yeah,
the
Hey,
Rockets
hold
had two
on.
games.
Oh,
Rockets had
hey,
two series. 81, 86. That's it.
you know.
hold on. Let me
Yeah.
check and make sure TB in here for. I got something I need to say, but we gotta make sure he's hearing everything before we move
I
on.
can I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can hear you and see you. Unfortunately, y'all good people. You know what? No shade for y'all, man. No shade for y'all. Y'all good people. Y'all always take care of me, man. Always take care of me. No shade, no shade. But no, you know what? One thing I can't stand about sports people, and unless you got a tie, I'm kind of with Vin Diesel, man. Like you can't just like one team and dislike another team from that city. Which I do think a lot of Cleveland people might, or not Cleveland, Cincinnati people may have liked Jordan and Chicago Bulls, but hate the Cubs.
When you're from a small
But
town
I
like me,
think
like you're from a city that had all pro teams.
that's true.
Look, I'm 4 hours from Cincinnati. I'm 6 hours from Atlanta. So we didn't have any no pro teams in Kentucky. So everybody kind of bounced around. But I'm kind of with you. If you're from a city, I say rep all the teams. And if you're from Dallas, more than likely they're gonna rep all of them. Cleveland gonna rep all of them. So on and so forth. But if you're just kind of out there, nowhere. I'm TBS for the Braves. Used to be with the Hawks too. But when they traded Dominique for Danny Manning, I couldn't be a Hawks fan ever. Elijah my second favorite player. Elijah my second favorite player, so that's why I'm a Rockets fan. If they hadn't traded Nick like that to the sorry Clippers for Danny Manning, I'd still be a Hawks fan now.
That's so personal. Now
Don't get me
see,
started. TB, no. Don't get me started. TB already knows. I'm
Yeah, we
still
go
ticked off.
we go through this about once a month.
I feel you. Yeah,
Hey, before we go any further, while people still tuning in, let everybody know we got both parts of Cats Talk Wednesday, Vinny and Terry, which they frequently allow us some airtime individually and collectively. So when you hear
Absolutely.
these guys, man, the banter and the camaraderie between themselves as well as us. I mean, they every Wednesday, what are y'all, 6 to 8?
Yo, 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
That's Eastern Standard Time, because y'all not both on Eastern, are y'all? Or
Yo,
neither one of y'all Eastern.
Yeah, we both Eastern.
I thought one time one of y'all had me off an hour. I thought somewhere down there is in Central.
No,
It
I'm
changes
Eastern.
over. It changes over, but it's a little bit further west of us. I think Van the only central guy, right?
Yeah.
There's still sunlight over there, man. So yeah, check these guys out Wednesday. The link will be on our page. They can give you the link. Y'all can go ahead and give them the link. It's also going to be on our locker page. Go ahead.
Oh, it's blogtalkradio.com/Cats Talk, and that'll get you, all the shows that are archived. It'll get you tomorrow's show when we go live, and any other place where you get your podcasts. It goes up after the show every week.
Who y'all got on there tomorrow? Y'all usually have some lined up, or is it just y'all just beating it yourselves?
As of now, just beating it. I got some emails sent out and got a couple booked down the road, but nobody in stone for tomorrow as of 9:36 this evening.
That's right.
And I'm sure y'all sick of me beating up Ant when I come on, so you probably don't want us too on because I'll just beat them up, slay them again as usual.
The louder one don't mean nothing. The louder one don't mean nothing, man.
That's right. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Lil Wayne once said that. So
thank you.
But in this occasion that doesn't work.
No, see, Ben is only mad because I told him last week, and I don't know why he never heard this before, but I've always rather to look good and win, which I did quite often. He looked bad and lost. He did. Them jokers went 1 and
10. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, Ben got the nerve driving up to Twinsburg trying to recruit me. Talking about we need help.
Yeah, hold. We going to Twinsburg because all we can get is 2-star and 1-star players, so we're just trying to get the best of the 2 and 1 stars out of Twinsburg. That's all.
Stars wasn't out back then, big homie. Stars wasn't even out back then.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the D1 AA and D2 players. We was trying to scrape off the top and grab y'all D1 2A players. That's all.
They only had 2. They only had 2 from up there. Marvin Major and myself. Y'all can only get 2. That's how bad it was. I feel sorry for y'all why I came down here.
Man, you just said a name, Marvin Major. Wow. How big Marv doing?
D tackle.
They doing pretty good. See, man, these dudes know, man. You say a name, man, they own it, man.
Yeah.
They own it, man.
Man. That is a blast.
He's doing pretty good. I see him at all the alumni events over at the school, and I see him once or twice at a game per year.
I got something to ask TB though. I see him all the time wearing his different uniforms, going out to the rec club playing basketball. Now, TB, what's your stat line? What's your stat line usually?
When I play basketball?
Yeah, is it 20, 10, and 6?
No, you remember the Lakers and they had that 3-peat? They had Shaq and Kobe. You remember that?
Yeah.
I'm Rick Fox. I'm going to get you 6 or 7 rebounds, 6, 7 points, 4 or 5 assists, but I'm leaving with the hottest woman in the crowd. So that's my stat line.
Oh, you come strong. Okay. Damn, you have that curly hair though.
I don't have the pretty hair, but I leave with the pretty lady.
All right.
Good hair.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm always representing the old school people. I got my BJ Armstrong Iowa Hawkeye shirt on.
What's up with BJ today? You're the second person loving some BJ Armstrong.
Yeah.
With the shorts to match.
You killing me. You killing me.
Okay.
I always wanted some bull shorts, man. But I always want some bull shorts.
I coordinate. See, you got to coordinate. You got to coordinate.
I see you.
Come on, man. Hey, man. See, y'all got to bring band up. That's what I'm telling you, man. I had to tone down my dressing, man. I done came over here in Twinsburg gear. Man, and people don't realize the little stuff, little hints I'm throwing out to people, man, and all the little stuff.
Yeah.
You know, had the E40 tequila up there, man. Van just over here, man, just blah.
I got the bridge, man. That's
you got the bridge,
brother. Right there. Come on.
Hey, let me ask, man, do y'all partake in cold adult beverages? Am I the only one on here? Oh, you do? Terry, you do?
I got Gatorade right now because I'm old and trying to stay hydrated, but I won't partake.
Oh, okay. So what did y'all got going on for Cinco de Mayo? So y'all, do y'all have any plans through the quarantine? Nachos, tacos, dips, margaritas.
I'm hanging out with Mama B, so we just kind of keeping it cool here. Not too much partying going on.
Oh, that's right.
Not even a margarita?
No,
not
man.
Even a margarita.
Mom in the crib, man. Come on.
I got my mom drinking wine coolers, man. Hey, so stressed out, man. I said, hey, mom, hey, and she ain't like me. We both can't be in the house stressed out together. And I was the only one taking one for the team, tying them on. And she was like, man. So I was like, look, we're gonna split this up. I'm just gonna do a little something here. You just take this wine cooler. Now she keep a couple in there, man, for times when she get a little stressed, man. Yeah, but I understand, man.
I got Woodford Reserve down there, a little Hennessy down there. I mean,
a little hand dog.
Nothing special today, but it's down there with some, straight or some Coke or some Pepsi Vanilla or some Dr. Pepper, whatever you want to,
But no celebration for Cinco de Mayo and Taco Tuesday?
I mean, that's, taco. I celebrate tacos all the time.
Oh, okay.
I make a mean taco salad. My wife throws down some. We frequently tearing up some tacos. It ain't got to be the day for us.
See. He don't have kids. He don't understand that. Tacos any day. It's a quick
man.
Meal. Get it in there. Get in. Get it out. You don't have to worry about all that other different stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I need. Lettuce, so I can make taco salad instead. That's what I make.
Man, my taco salad out. Hey,
that's what I need. Lettuce.
It's mean now,
point, man. Good
taco salad.
Got you on here.
Yes, sir.
You need some good layers too now.
Yeah, you do got to learn to layer it.
Yeah,
I ain't with all that presentation and all that, man. I really could just take it. I really could just take the whole pack. If you didn't have to cook it first.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Pour everything in my stomach, man. I ain't got time for presentation. You spend 2 or 3 hours making something and devour it in 5 minutes. Come on, man. Come on. Where is that logical in life?
Did you just not say I'd rather look good and win? So now your taco salad is trash? And your taco salad look like what? like a Family Dollar taco salad? Come on, man. You gotta carry that throughout your whole life, man. You can't go out sober looking good. Come on, bro.
No. The point you missing, I'd rather look good and win. But for me to win, it's gonna have to be some sacrifices made by some people. It ain't gonna be me. So that taco can look bad. That's like me having a player that really can't block. But if you miss them, I'm gonna make them miss too. So I'm still gonna look good. But at least I need 10 other players out there with me. So there we go. So that taco is just sustenance in my body so I can look good.
Man, that's a lousy metaphor or explanation, dude. That's horrible. Are you serious? Are you trying to link? Come on, man. Look.
Hey, no, I gotta ask these brothers, man. I gotta ask these brothers on here too, man. Have y'all ever gave any thought to that whole? It kind of got swept under the rug, but just because it's Cinco de Mayo / Taco Tuesday. Did y'all ever buy into that where people were saying they thought that it might have been a little offensive, LeBron's Taco Tuesday antics? Y'all must be LeBron fans. Y'all scared to speak on the man.
I mean, LeBron's just he's all this kind of stuff, but he's kind of corny. But I think he does a lot of that for his kids as well. I mean, there's stuff that I do with my girls that from the outside looking in is probably like, what is he doing? But if you're LeBron, he's got that platform. I got no real problem with it.
I didn't have a problem with that. I've called him out for flopping and stuff like that when he act like he get hit in the eye and he dying and stuff like that. But the Taco Tuesday.
Wait! Time out. You talking about somebody flopping and you wearing a Houston Rockets?
I call him out too. I call him out too now. Yeah, he does. But y'all remember when Naz Muhammad went and pushed LeBron and he had that shot? Now
Oh
you
yeah.
you the same size as Karl Malone. That should have knocked you down that far. Good and well it wasn't that serious. Stepped to Nas, but he didn't. He went and flopped and fell and carried on. I know he's from Cleveland to Akron and up in your part of Ohio, Anthony, but I had no problem with Taco Tuesday, but I also had no problem calling him out when I think he needed.
Yeah.
This is all I'm gonna tell you. Honestly, and I'm only bringing this up because it's in the locker, and I don't want LeBron haters and supporters. Well, haters. I don't want LeBron supporters trying to run me down. Now I'm gonna say. So if Kevin Love, I'm gonna say, grab a 40 ounce of malt liquor, and every, I don't know, say we celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday. And he say, yo, mother sucker, and turn it up. Now, if he just want to drink or take a swig of a 40, it's different.
Hold on, man.
So would you want to have a problem with it? Would you feel any type of way?
Did Taco Tuesday sound like that to you?
No, not Taco. I don't have a problem with Taco Tuesday.
He didn't say like arriba. He didn't say arriba. Andale. It wasn't like La Cucaracha playing when he said it.
But he made that sound, which I don't know what that sound is. But I just felt like if someone is offended, I would see their point for being offended.
Wow.
You
just a Bron hater, bro. That's just what it is.
I ain't no Bron hater, man.
Who you think
paved the way for
call everything
Winsburg
from the hatred spectrum. You go hatred spectrum, then you just add a little bit more to it, then you sway yourself. Come on, man.
Why do I hate on LeBron? How many rings LeBron got?
I'm trying to ask you.
How many rings LeBron got?
3.
How many James Posey got? So why do I hate that dude? He just got one more than my boy. And my boy got him his 3rd one as a coach. So why I hate him?
What does Posey have anything to do with this?
Why would I hate LeBron? Because he's so great? My homeboy is great then if 3 championships is a come on, man. I don't hate nobody.
All right. Hey, Vinny, it was you that or was it TB that put the small forwards, that list of small forwards in Twitter today?
Oh, I did that. The small forwards.
Who's your top 4?
My top 4. I just put it out there because I think Elgin Baylor gets overlooked.
Facts.
And Vinny and I have talked about it on the show. Even as Lakers fans, he just got his statue the last year or so.
Yeah,
he's one of those guys. You just with the Lakers having such a rich history, you can rattle off all the guys, and he's 10 or 11. People: Shaq, Kobe, Magic, Kareem,
Worthy.
Wilt, the logo, Worthy. Yeah, you can get to all these guys, and you're like, oh yeah, Elgin Baylor was a 10-time All-NBA guy. Like, he's that dude.
Is it what? Is him and Kobe the only 2 Lakers to average over 35 points a game? I think it's just them 2.
Yeah, and all the scoring records that Kobe was chasing were Elgin Baylor's.
Right.
I read a book on the history of the Lakers, and Elgin was with them when they moved from Minneapolis to L.A.
Yes.
And people have to understand, when they did that, it was just the Dodgers that had moved out in L.A. There wasn't anything else past St. Louis in that time. Wow. So there was the things that Jerry West and Elgin Baylor had to do to make the Lakers. Right. They were winning, but they had to go to car lots. They had to open up shopping centers. They had to do a lot of things that you wouldn't think the Lakers would have to do.
Right.
But those 2 guys set that in motion. So I got Elgin Baylor. I would put Bird on there. I think Dr. J for what he did with the ABA into the NBA, right there. And I think LeBron would be the 4. And it's tough to leave a lot of guys out. Scottie Pippen should probably get some consideration. George Gervin for the way he was able to score the basketball, but those would be my 4.
Yeah, I flipped your Dr. J and KD. It was hard, but KD, you just can't. The way KD played defense with Golden State showed that he can really play D. Those last 2 years he played with them, that pushed him above Doc. For me, it was hard. But KD, man, KD wakes up 25 points.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. I can't argue with. I've never seen Elgin Baylor play. I don't even think I've ever looked up Elgin Baylor clips, but I can't argue with most of that.
He's the first above the rim guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a 71-point game, which was the Lakers' high until, of course, Kobe went for 81.
Yep.
But I mean, he buckets. I looked up today when we were talking, and he is still like number 4 in NBA history in 40-point games.
Yes.
Wow.
And he hasn't played since 1971.
Yeah.
So he was that dude.
If it wasn't for the Celtics, he definitely would have. No, Elgin didn't win one. Did he win one?
No. He retired. He retired right when Wilt got
when
there.
Wilt came in. That's right.
And then they won like that 60-game winning streak right after he retired.
Yeah, they had that 33-game winning streak, and then But for me, Elgin helped put the Lakers on the map. So the Lakers would not be the Lakers without him.
Yes, if it wasn't for the Celtics, he would be well known because the Lakers would have won. Him and West would at least won 3, at least.
Yeah.
0 of 8 in the finals. That's pretty. That'll do it, man.
Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to think of that's a nice list, man.
It bothers me that Paul Pierce is even on that list.
Dude, okay. Vinny knows what's coming. Paul Pierce.
About once a month we do this.
The only thing I give Draymond credit for is they don't love you like that. Like, Paul Pierce was a great player, but just he's not that elite dude. A very good player, but just not elite. Like, I mean, he could get you to the conference finals, but he needed a lot of help to bring that championship on home. And there's no shame in that.
No.
And I got no problem with him saying how good he was. But realistically, I mean, is he even the Celtics all-time top 10?
Ooh. No, because I can name 6 rather. I mean,
it'd be tough. It'd be tough to put him up there. Yeah.
Havlicek, Russell, Cousy, Bird, McHale,
Parrish, Dennis Johnson.
Dave Cowens.
Yeah,
don't sleep on Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge was a dude too.
Yeah.
And that Last Dance got me. I forgot Danny Ainge played on Phoenix.
He was everywhere, man. Every time he turned around, Danny Ainge was on the new team, man.
He played in Portland for a couple of years too.
Did.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that Last Dance is getting it. That Last Dance is getting it, though. I'm enjoying that thoroughly.
And y'all have a reasoning. We talked about it earlier. Y'all have a reasoning, either one of y'all, on why you think it's not chronologically. They're not doing it how they. And I don't like the fact that they visually show that we're going back here and we're going back here.
I understand the flashbacks because you kind of have to fill in that backstory until you get to that 97, 98. Like, you have to understand where Mike came from, how Mike got to be Mike. My aggravation is these 20-year-olds on Twitter telling me what it was like when Mike was doing his thing. Like, look, if you were born 1990 something, you can't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Mike was putting up 63 and people was like, well, he's great, but he ain't never gonna win.
Right.
I remember that Mike.
Yeah.
They remember Mike just being the GOAT, and it wasn't like that.
Right.
You know, it really didn't switch to that second three-peat where he really, really separated himself as being that dude. So, but you gotta give backstory on Phil, where he came from, and Scotty, his story and why he signed that contract. You got to give the backstory on Dennis Rodman and all that, you know. Because if you're going to tell the story about the Pistons, you know, Rodman is that bridge between the bad boys and that last three-peat. So you kind of have to fill all that in. But I'm with you, Anthony. They don't need to tell me. Like, I can figure out when we're going back to the 80s. Like, you don't need to remind me all the time.
But that ain't for us. That's for them 20-year-olds that don't know. We just gotta endure that for those that don't.
Here's the crazy part to me is watching that Bad Boys part of the documentary, and then because I was in Chi-Town that second period, that 97 team, and before that having James Edwards, and Sally on the Bulls, which was crazy. They hated the Bulls. Then all of a sudden they won. I think Sally won 2 with the Bulls, and James Edwards won 1. Like, are you crazy? That people don't understand that them 2 played on the Bulls team was valuable role players on 2 of those championships, and James Edwards played 1.
Robert Parrish ended up getting 1 or 2 too, didn't he?
I think with the in '96, I think he was on that team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, right at the end of his career.
Yeah, Robert Parrish, he hung around a long time.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah,
he was with the Hornets, and then he ended up with Chicago for a minute.
Yeah.
The killer is from what you just said, and I guess it's kind of backstories to all that. If you're that's up for discussion, but why, if they took Sally, Dennis, so why the hell Jordan got a problem with Isaiah?
Dude,
Isaiah ain't the ringleader.
Hold on, you don't understand how Isaiah played. You don't understand. Isaiah was that dude. I'm trying to think who would Isaiah be now. Isaiah is what's the guard for the Clippers?
Chris Paul.
No, that's a good one.
Not
because Chris Paul be getting on everybody's nerves too.
Wow, that is it.
Patrick Beverly.
Patrick Beverly, what I was thinking about, because people like Chris Paul.
Patrick Beverly ain't all-star material.
No, it's about his pestering, his nastiness. Because Chris Paul, people like Chris Paul. Chris Paul is the dirtiest player, but there's a lot of players in the league that still like him. No one likes Patrick Beverly unless you're on his team.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Zeke reminds me. He's just a pest. He's in your, you know what, all the time. He's talking trash all the time.
And smiling.
He don't mind fighting. Isaiah will fight you.
But
Chris
Chicago cold, though. Chicago cold-blooded with that little smile.
Yeah.
The problem with Isaiah Thomas, when they looked at like the dream team part of it, is he really had no friends.
Right.
And that's what stands out more than anything. I think if Jordan said, I don't want him on the team, but if Magic, if Bird, if some of those other dudes had kind of say, hey, bring him on. But I think Charles Barkley, and I can't remember where I saw him say this, for them, it wasn't just playing the games. If it was just about winning the games, you take Isaiah, you leave John Stockton, okay? But those guys had to be together for like 8 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
And they had to play all those practices before they left the Olympics. The Olympics were a 2-week period.
Yep.
So you had to really be around those guys. And I read the NBA Dream Team book by Jack McCallum, and that was my kind of eye-opening, like, nobody wanted him.
Right.
And the biggest thing was Chuck Daly never said anything publicly about it either.
Right. That was huge.
His own coach kind of was, hey, if y'all don't want him, cool, and went about his business, you know?
Right.
So that was the biggest thing with Isaiah was, for as great as he was great, and Jordan gave him his props.
He did.
But none of his peers liked him.
Right.
And that's a lot on him, too.
He's my favorite point guard of all time. I know Magic is the best, but Isaiah is my dude.
Yeah,
my favorite point guard ever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Magic is my top, man.
You know what's funny that you say that is I remember that Dream Team a lot. And I remember they showed something and they had like Stockton walking through the city.
Yeah.
Stockton took all those videos, all those pictures. He was unassuming. He was just he was just for the ride. Great player, but he didn't want to. I heard he didn't even want to go be interviewed.
The bus got stopped in traffic in Barcelona. And so the Dream Team is sitting on the bus, and Stockton was like, I'm going to get out and walk. And he's walking with his family, and there's that video you're talking about where he runs into somebody. Y'all remember those shirts from the 90s? Where they had like caricatures of all the people on it.
Big head.
And and he's talking to somebody. He's like, who's your favorite? And somebody's like, well, I like John Stockton. And he's like right in their face. And,
another tourist over there.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, he's just a regular sized white guy.
Yeah, that's Stockton 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah. So he's going to blend in more than Barkley or Malone or those guys. They're going to stand out a little bit in Barcelona.
Yeah, that was funny, man. Another one of the dirtiest players too. Him and Zeke were right up there. Him, Chris Paul, Zeke, John Stockton was nasty, man.
Oh, those picks, man. He said on the bigs.
Oh, them pin that. Oh, dude.
Oh,
You catching that bow?
freeing up
Straight
Karl
elbow.
Malone.
Kidney
Oh.
shots.
Mm-hmm.
Get him in small that back enough, man.
And he flailing like he getting killed.
Yeah, right.
Not the punishment.
Right.
But those little guards have to be crafty.
Especially back then.
Yeah, and I don't think people understand the 80s and the 90s. Yeah, the clotheslines and all that, but just the general play was rougher.
Yes.
And if you were a little guy going into the paint, hey, how often do you want to come in here? Because we're going to put you on your butt.
Right.
So they had to be tough.
Different times.
Karl Malone gave Isaiah that elbow. Remember that?
40
He
stitches,
popped Zeke in the eye.
Yeah, bust his eye up. Oh yeah. Karl Malone was dirty, man.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Man,
Dirty,
look,
man.
don't
Leading with
say
that
that name
foot.
again, because Karl Malone, he's a Louisiana boy, but bruh, people don't understand the backstory of Karl Malone.
It's easy to tell his backstory.
Dude, his oldest child is from young lady. Just say that. I think she was under the age of 18. Just say that.
Wow.
He was Jerry Lee Lewis.
And
Yes.
And I couple that with he started with that to me, then he whipped around, and then he did that thing with Kobe's wife. No, I can't stand him, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, it's 10 o'clock for y'all, man. Appreciate you boys coming on, man.
Man, we're honored to be here, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
They can get another dose tomorrow, man. Get another dose tomorrow. Not of me. Hey, man. Van be wearing me out, man. Van is wearing me out. But Vinny and Terry can catch tomorrow, man. 6 to 8, man. 6 to 8.
That's right. We're gonna drop it like it's hot.
Y'all doing y'all thing on here too, man. I was cool seeing it on Twitter, the Periscope, Facebook. Y'all got it. Y'all blowing it up, man.
You trying?
That's what he spend all day trying to have meetings and stuff, man, about all this stuff, man. Go ahead and hook it up, man. Quick. I got to sleep and work, man.
Come on, man.
He don't have to sleep.
See,
he got kids. He ain't got to sleep.
That's what comes on the locker. People embellish stories, and that's what he's doing. Just lying for no reason. Come on, bro. All right, fellas. I appreciate y'all coming on, man.
Hey,
yep. Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
No problem,
Thanks,
man.
Fellas.
Appreciate y'all.